Monthly improvement. Monthly improvement is probably the most popular training across the whole MetaFi. The monthly improvement consists of 2 sets of the WOD reviews and 2 sets of individual coaching sessions. These individual coaching sessions usually are tailored towards the WOD reviews. So over here you'll be able to upload a match on the MetaFi, and over here you'll be able to schedule a voice session. Again, the biggest difference between the voice session and the commentary part is I can go a lot more in-depth into the voice session. So basically, I can bring blueprints, I can bring other maps, like similar mistakes that might happen in the other maps, but as well as I can bring similar mistakes that are happening from the other students. Let's see actually how the WOD review looks like, then we'll be talking about the individual sessions. So the WOD reviews have 2 sections. The first section is the commentary part, which you can see it right now. So this is the commentary part. It's divided in 3 parts: preparation phase, action phase, and the tendencies. The tendencies are basically something that happened previously in the previous rounds, and then I'm suggesting you what to do in the future. So basically predicting what the attackers will be doing. Whereas this part is something that I like to be calling filler part. So in case you send less than 9 rounds, let's say you send a match that you have won 4-2, don't feel bad. I'm going to fill the WOD review with some extra parts. So for example, I'm going to recreate a situation into the PowerPoint. It's going to be fully animated, and I'm going to be moving the enemy team. And the way that we'll be doing is, after each of my steps, I'm going to be asking you what to do in this situation. On top of that, I can move the utility as well. Anyway, the other part of the commentary part is the defend and the attack goals. Defend and the attack goals are basically the generalization of your mistakes. The idea over here is that I'm going to prioritize you what to work on in the future, and obviously you can always go back to the commentary part. But on top of that, the goals are going to help you on the other maps as well. Now what you can see over here is these are bullet parts. The bullet parts are something that a student or you will be asking me to make a whole presentation about that. And if you have issues with these blueprints, I have in-game blueprints. So everything that I'm going to be showing you over here can be recreated in the other blueprints. So now this is a situation of a 3 versus 2. So we have 3 attackers and 2 defenders. The student wanted for me to talk about positionings and game sense. And my very first question when it comes to anything, when it comes to the coaching, is what do you think what you should be doing? And the very first step of the attack is think about where the defenders will be playing. And let's assume that you had said something differently. So for example, that this guy plays into cocktail. And we'll then discuss your situation. But again, we'll start with what would you be doing? If your idea is to breach and plant, hold aggressive angle and aggressive angle like this, then with help my questions, what's going to happen is I'm going to be asking you what would you be doing against something like this? What would you do against a c4 like this? Or something similar to that. So with help of my questions, I will try to make your question or actually answer as better as possible. And then we will obviously go over my situation, and again, first you will give it a try to counter it, and then we'll see how I will be doing. Again, this is fully animated, this is one of the answers, and I'm going to be explaining like details why I'm doing this and what was the point of doing all of this stuff. As you can see on the left side, you can see like the whole presentation that we'll be going through. And over 2,000 hours I have coached, and even more, I have never went to the custom match during the coaching session, just because, as you can see over here, these are all in-game clips, and if I need an in-game clip, if I need an angle, if I need a deployable shield or something whatnot, I'm going to record it prior to the session and I will be putting in the presentation. So we won't be wasting time running in the custom match and just playing loosely over there. Or for example, what also students really like to do is they like to WOD analyze me. So sometimes what I will be doing is just recreate a situation of my own in the custom match.